Hey, it's Sunday again. Forget about the worries and be ready for Drumsticks Sunday. Hey, come here. Yeah, closer. Yeah. 24 episodes of Drumsticks Sunday. Can't even believe it. Almost 25 weeks, changing drumsticks, going crazy about that, and saying stupid things about drumsticks. Okay, I hope you're still here with me, and welcome again, Alberto Iglesias, Drumsticks Sunday channel. A different pair of drumsticks every week. It kind of looks for me like my English is getting worse every week, so sometimes it's hard for me to express what I want to say, but I hope you can understand what I'm saying, and you at least are able to learn a little bit about drumsticks, okay? And this is very important week for me also, because I've been using the drumstick for everybody, it's one of the best players of all times. But for me, maybe it's my favorite player, and it's Mr. Buddy Rich, okay? It's a VicFirth Signature model from Buddy Rich. And first of all, who is Buddy Rich? Okay, this is the guy. Okay, I'm pretty sure that if you play drums, at least you have been, you hear his name sometimes, because he's kind of an institution, okay, in drum-related things. So, but for those of you that don't know for sure who it is or how he plays, please, this is mandatory now. Stop this video, go to YouTube, search Buddy Rich, and watch the first 2 videos you get. I don't know what videos are you going to get, but I'm pretty sure you're going to freak out about what you're going to see. I perfectly remember the first time I watched him playing in a video, and it just blew my mind because of everything, because of the energy, because of the technique, because of the speed, because of everything about the way he plays. It's amazing for me. I'm not going to say he's the best player of all time, or no, that kind of thing, because as you know, everybody's going to look for different things, and maybe it's my favorite drummer, or for you maybe you're looking for different aspects of drumming and you prefer other players, and it's completely good. But we have to recognize that he was able to take drumming to another level. Nowadays he's still a reference for many drummers, and we have to be able to recognize that, okay? Okay, about the drumstick, first I'm going to start with the sizes, as always. The diameter is 0.590 inches. The length is 16 inches plus 5/16 inches. It's kind of a long taper, pretty long, and kind of a round, strange tip. We're going to talk about the tip later. Okay, that's all I have to say. And as always, here you have a picture of the drumstick, so you can, look it closer. Okay. What do you think? It's kind of strange, right? Okay, let's start about translating the measures. There's something here I don't understand. If you look for the info in the VicFirth web page, you're going to find out they start saying something like, this is a standard 5A, or based on a standard 5A, but with more length, more diameter, more. In fact, so more that for me it's kind of a 5B more than a 5A. I don't know, I can explain that why they are using that kind of of explanation, but for me it's more similar to 5B than to a 5A. Okay. Attending up the measures, the diameter it's 0.590. The standard 5A from VicFirth is 0.565, and the 5B is 0.595, and this is 590. So it's practically a 5B in the diameter. Okay, and you can notice that if you holding, this is a standard 5B, holding in your hands is pretty much the same diameter. Okay, so that's for a start. About the length, this is you know, the standard 16 inches of 5B or 5A. This is plus 5/16, so it's a longer drumstick. So if you can compare both, this is a 5B, that's the different kind of, or different, or if you compare, so you get more drumstick here. Okay, so it's longer. Okay, about the tip, about about the tip. I was talking about the tip. This for those of you that don't know, this is called blended tip, because obviously it's blended with the drumstick. It's more, I don't know, if with a standard tip it's kind of cut here. It looks like it's a different part of the drumstick. In this case, it's kind of the same thing. It's just, you know, go thinner here and just a little bit more thinner here, but it's just more or less the same. Okay, so this is called blended tip. We have another, in the past we saw this one, which is the Yoredia model, that happens exactly the same. In this case the tip is longer, but it doesn't matter, but it's also blended. So as you can see, and you can compare with the standard, you can see the difference. You can, for sure you can understand why it's called blended, because it's blended with the drumstick. Okay, but besides that, it's kind of round. I would say that it's more round than half barrel. It's, well, maybe the top it's just more, I don't know, but it's kind of round, as you can see. Okay, okay, and it's white, as you can see. I'm not going to repeat what I was, you know, the past episode. I talk a lot about the color and the difference and blah, but in this case it's just exactly the same. Okay, so let's talk piece by piece. Okay, first, as a conclusion, it's, for me it's more similar to a 5B. As you can see, it's kind of bigger drumstick, more length. It's kind of more similar to a 5B than to a 5A. If you hold a 5A in your hands, this is a Vincent 5A, but it doesn't matter, it's just the same. For me, there's not a lot of similarities on this. Okay, it's more similar to a 5B in my opinion, but I don't know. Let's start with the weight. It's kind of a heavy drumstick. Okay, in fact, if you weigh, I've been, you know, comparing the standard 5B and a 5A on the Buddy Rich model, and this is heavier than the 5B. It's thinner, a little bit thinner, but it's heavier. Of course, as you know, it's longer too. So for me, that kind of explain, because you have more material here, and it adds more weight compared with the difference in diameter. But anyway, when you hold, you know, both drumsticks in your hands, you can notice that this is heavier. Okay, for sure. So let's start with that. If you like heavy drumsticks, good choice. Okay, good option compared with a standard 5B. Okay, let's talk about the blended tip. Here, as you know, I'm not an expert. I didn't have a lot of experience with that. I'm just testing and giving my own opinion. What happens with this kind of tip? I think first it adds more maybe more power. You have more material here. As you know, you don't lose a lot of material in the top, in the neck before the tip. So it's kind of more robust. I feel that it's more. You get a little bit more of power when you hit. Maybe it's because of that, because of the tip. But most important for me, it's I'm completely give it my opinion. I'm not sure about this, if this is the real reason for that, but what I've been noticing, as you know, with the long tip, sometimes you get better rebound, but sometimes you lose a little bit of control too, because you can check the Big Bang Peter Erskine model and in the past videos, and you know what I'm talking about. But you lose a little bit of control when you get a rebound. It kind of moves all around, blah blah blah. Okay, with this kind of tip, for me, I have the impression that it kind of compensates that, because it rebounds. What I've been feeling, the rebound is not about fast or better. It's more stable, if that's the word, to explain it. It feels really, really good. The rebound it's kind of more continuous. You don't feel a lot of different in the speed. It's kind of feel more. It feels really comfortable for me, the kind of rebound I'm getting with this. Okay. And so it's kind of balanced, the power and the power and the control and all that, with an extra feel of rebound. Okay. I'm just guessing here. It's just always think that I'm kind of focusing a lot on that kind of thing. If you take this pair and start playing, I don't notice that. Okay, but in my case, I've been working the whole week and trying to find or trying to notice that difference. So that's why I'm trying to go a little bit further in that. Okay. Maybe there's people there that they can have more experience and can explain what they feel with this kind of blended tip. That's what I've been feeling so far. Okay. About the round tip, it's kind of similar with other round tips. You get more focused sound. So if you compare the combination of the round tip with the more weight or more power here, the weight of the whole drumstick, you get in cymbals you get a really rich sound, powerful sound. The same with the snare. You can get a lot of sound from the snare with this drumstick. But to end up with all these parts, what for me it's incredible. It's not a fast drumstick. I was really expecting that it's going to be okay. It's going to be fast, because if you watch Buddy Rich playing, the way he plays, okay, I'm pretty sure he has a kind of design to make it faster. And no way, man. These suckers are not going to help you a lot with that. As I was telling you, it's great rebound. The way it rebounds is great, but it's not fast. So, all this has made me have more respect for Buddy Rich, because he was playing in an amazingly fast blasting way, but the drumstick wasn't helping a lot of that on that. So okay, more respect for you, Mr. Rich. It's something that has been. I'm really surprised about that. So to sum up, what can I say about the drumstick? First, it's pretty comfortable, the drumstick. Okay. Besides the fact of the extra length that I really don't like a lot in general, but the drumstick is really well balanced. I think the combination, as I was telling, maybe the extra length combined with this kind of blended tip, it's balanced better. But you get used to this. You can get used to this drumstick pretty fast. I think it adds kind of an extra layer of power to the way you play compared with the 5E. And for me, that's the difference with the blended tip. That extra you get. but I'm not really sure. But I can say that it feels powerful. Okay, it's heavier, so you can get a lot of power. I think you can use this for fusion and even for rock. I think there are great drumsticks for that. Okay, I really think that the reason for that is, as you know, or if you don't know it, Buddy Rich usually plays with big band. And when you play in a big band, drums are really loud, okay, when you play. But in a big band, you have a ton of people playing at the same time with a lot of saxophones and wind section and guitar section and a piano and a bass, contrabass or whatever. A lot of instruments playing at the same time. So you really need to be able to get sound from the drums, for the drums, okay? So what I'm realizing is that you can expect to you can play in a big band with really thin. You can do it, but you can play with a really thin drumstick and expect to get a lot of sound when you need that sound. Sometimes you need the power and you need to sound pretty loud. So I think that's maybe the reason that this drumstick is so heavy and so powerful, let's say like that, okay? Because sometimes you need that. When you watch him playing, you need he's going for it, man. He's destroying the drums and getting a lot of volume, a lot of sound. So maybe for me that's the explanation of this. And it's all I have to say. But it's really a really great drumstick. It's I think it's also really great for practicing for hand speed and all that, because as I was saying, you don't get a lot of rebound, but it's kind of well balanced. So I've been using also for the pad, and it's really great. I like it. I really like the drumstick. Have a try if you have a chance, and let me know how it goes. Okay, for the next week I'm going to show another drumstick, because I've been thinking that because of the 25 episode, I'm going to do a kind of I'm going to a special edition also. Okay, we can talk about different things, about what I discovered so far after 24 weeks trying different drumsticks. We can talk about the tips, about the different parts, and whatever you want. Okay, and of course, if you want to hit me a hand, please let me know if you have any question, if you want to know something, or if you want me to try something, or repeat anything about what you have been watching the videos, or maybe you don't understand something I've been explaining because of my English or because of what I was saying. So please use this week to let me know that, and we can talk about all that on the next episode, okay? So have an awesome week. If you have sun in summer, go to the beach or spend the day out. Go to the drums and start practicing, okay? Goodbye, have a nice week.